For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, hello again as we end the month of November and begin the month of December. We welcome you back to the Focus program. We've got two illustrious gentlemen in the studio today to be followed by a beautiful young woman coming in the second segment. So you got to stay tuned. Let's meet Mr. Jerry Mason.
Merry Christmas.
Nice to see you, sir. And Ralph
Paul, good to
Livingston, nice to see you. You guys are returning to talk about bell ringing. What's that all about?
This is our 19th year. Ralph
19th year?
Ralph and I have been working together for 19 years.
Have I interviewed you every year for 19 years?
Probably.
Oh my God.
And Rotary's been doing it. You know, our club's 101 years old.
Correct.
And the Army is 141 years here in St. Clair County. You add 40 onto St. Clair Rotary, and our club has been working with Salvation Army for things like this for as long as we can remember.
So what are we doing?
Well, you want to go or you want me to go?
It's kind of our tradition now. We have been ringing the bell for Salvation Army. We take 3 days for 2 weeks. We do the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the first week of December and the second week of December. We ring in front of the Neiman's grocery store. They've graciously let us set up there for years. And we ring from 10 o'clock until 8 o'clock at night. And we fill our slots with mostly Rotarians, but we've also got some partners this year. Some very strong partners have been with us for a long time. We've got the Sheriff's Department, the Prosecutor's Department, the office. We usually get some honor students from the schools. Yep. So they help out and they get some hours. They just have a blast out there doing stuff like that. Prosecutor's office has been very strong. They're already signed up this year. We've got the clerk's office in Port Huron has even got an interest in it. So I think we're going to get some city people this year. We like to branch out. So yep. we're opening it up to more of the public people to help us fill the slots because there's a lot of hours there. Okay. So, but welcome to help.
Jerry, the money it's raised, you're active, you're on the board up at Salvation Army Port Huron. Talk to me a little bit about what Salvation Army Port Huron does for the county.
Well, what Salvation Army serves the entire county of St. Clair. We serve people in need without discrimination. We provide food assistance, shelter. We'll provide emergency relief if there's a fire, furniture. We have a thrift store on Howard Street, I think, in downtown Port Huron. And if somebody has a house fire, if they were homeless, or if they've been put out of their home because of a family crisis, we have clothes, everything you would find in a house, right? Appliances and things that have been donated either for sale at a discounted price, or we give out vouchers. We give out all kinds of food, toys, clothes. We served 3,500 St. Clair County citizens last year, which is up, Paul. You've been doing this with us for years. Yeah. We do about 3,000.
Right.
It's up. For Christmas, we have 750 families signed up.
Marvelous.
Up from 654. And I think we're doing 1,267 kids between the ages of, little kids to age 14, and then we have 87 teenagers. So that's up. So we're up across the board for Christmas for the people we have to serve. The Army has a Red Kettle goal for St. Clair County, and Red Kettle includes donating online, our mail appeal, and the kettles, and we need people on kettles, $325,000.
Wow, okay, $325, that's good.
It's like a competency test to remember everything that the Army's doing.
That's right. The Rotary has been involved, as you say, and on the Rotary webpage, there's a spot where you can register.
Yes,
Talk
there
to me
is.
about that.
Yes, there is.
They'll throw that picture
on our
up.
St. Clair Rotary website, we do have a spot where you can volunteer for a time slot. You'll see just kind of one of the follow the bouncing ball programs there. Just click on it to where you want to volunteer. The open time slots will be there. You can put that in. You'll just need your name and your email and phone number so we can contact you to confirm it. But we welcome people to sign up. Also, for many years now, Tim Coughlin at Coughlin Jewelers has been helping us a little bit. So what we call it is Ring for Bling. And Tim donates this beautiful necklace we draw one of the ringers. Everybody that rings for an hour, their name goes into the drawing, and one person will win that. So Tim's been doing that with us for, geez, probably a good 5-6 years at
Maybe-
least,
maybe
even
even more.
longer.
It's hard to know.
But very generous with giving that, and we kind of do it as a perk for the people that donate their time and spend an hour ringing for us.
Well, that's a nice surprise and a nice little thank you for somebody that you didn't really want to need a prize.
It's always fun to draw the name and make the phone call.
Right,
And,
right,
I
right.
got what? Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's fun.
Okay, I had another thought. How many people do you need again?
Geez, I forgot how many slots we've got, but we've got from 10 o'clock in the morning, starts on December 4th, 5th, 6th, and then we skip, and then we go 11th, 12th, and 13th. 10 o'clock in the morning until the last slot runs from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night.
Your webpage is up there, so people, what is the address for the webpage? It's up here. What's the address for the web? How do I get to the webpage?
The Salvation Army, you can go to Port Huron SA, but you can also go to registertoring.com or just Google Rotary Club of St. Clair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Register through
Yeah,
our
that's
club.
what we got up on the screen
Yeah,
now.
that's
the
the
St. Clair-
the picture that's up right
Jerry,
the
you got
St.
two
Clair Rotary.
everything's going on.
Okay.
This is what,
There we go.
Now we can talk about this picture, Jerry.
Oh, that's our on the 13th at noon. We do kind of a matching funds check rally. So everybody that brings in their funds, we like to come in at noon and put them into the kettle. That's kind of our last big push for the last day.
And now Ralph and I, and anybody, by the way, this is a community event. So if somebody's watching and they say, man, I really want to get involved in Ring, or I would like to come on the 13th at noon and put a check in the kettle as part of a community check presentation, come and join us. We are an open group for that.
Okay.
Ralph and I do, there's Sheriff King. I've been ringing with the sheriff every year for 13 years with Tim Dowland and now with Matt King since he became sheriff.
Okay.
And
I think there's one more picture there, I think, with the
That's
prosecutor.
Mike Wendling.
Yep. Got Mike off his Christmas tree farm. He's a prosecutor in a Christmas tree farm. He's a terrific guy. The prosecutor's office looks forward to this. This is distribution day at the Salvation Army. This is what some of the organized chaos looks like when you have 1,000. We have over 1,300 kids who need clothes, food, toys, and bikes. I love giving bikes away, so I always try to give bikes away. Today, the Army's giving away Thanksgiving turkeys, by the way. But we'll be giving out Christmas meals and toys and clothes and bikes and all kinds of great stuff. Coats, winter coats, whatever they need. That's distribution day. This year, distribution day for the Army is December 19th. That's when we're going to do it. Ralph, you should come out. It's just a terrific opportunity to give and to care and just to see what we do.
Well, Rotary is obviously 100 years, 101 years old almost.
Yep.
And been doing this for a long time. You two have been doing it for 19 years. We salute you for that.
Rotary tries to
And,
stay active.
All you got to do is go online and you can become, and you don't have to be a member of Rotary, just come and volunteer.
Nope.
Ever miss anything?
I think you did terrific, Paul. Rotary is about service above self.
Right.
And the Salvation Army is about loving people and giving them hope. And these two great service organizations come together with our community. I remember when I got assigned in 2006 to Ralph Livingston's committee. Ralph's been my boss since 2006, and we sat together and started talking about what we were going to do and how we could work together to make bell ringing better.
Right.
And we've raised a lot of money and helped a lot of people. 87 cents on every dollar donated will go directly to somebody in need and stay right here in St. Clair County.
Jerry, always a pleasure.
Paul, thanks for
Mr.
having us.
Livingston, always
Appreciate
nice
it.
to see you.
So.
I'll be back with that aforementioned young lady in just a second. We are back, and Deb is here. Deb Johnson is the lady's name, Executive Director of St. Clair County Community Mental Health. Always a pleasure to see my friend.
Always a pleasure to see you.
The month of November has a couple big days in it. One of them is called World Kindness Day. That is officially over, but World Kindness goes on forever.
That's true. People should be kind every day, all year long, right?
Correct, correct.
And kindness, we talk about that. It can be a powerful prevention tool, because when you are kind to other people, even big or small levels of kindness can boost your mood, elevate your mood.
Yep.
Can release the happy endorphins and things like that. And so it's always good to be kind.
Like paying it forward or something like that.
Right. We actually did that too. Blue Water Recovery Outreach Center, I know I've talked about them before. That's the recovery center in Port Huron for people who are recovering from substance use disorders. And at any rate, they just wanted at November 19th to be like a day to like sort of pay it forward, do something good. And so we had our annual community service coordinating body meeting, and we said, could everybody please bring like a non-perishable food item?
Yeah.
And then we'll donate it. So people did that. We got tons of food that we were able to donate. But yeah, it's just, just trying to inspire some kindness. There's a lot of negative things happening in our world these days.
No kidding. Really?
Yeah. And and so everything we can do to kind of counteract that, combat that, is a good thing.
Okay. Also, the National Family Caregivers Month. That's one I've not heard of before.
Yes, and we talk about that too a lot, actually, because when you care for somebody else, caregivers typically put their own needs last. They're taking care of whatever, whether it's a person with a disability, a person with a mental illness that they have to support, a person with Alzheimer's or dementia, medical conditions, any of those things, little small children, any type of caregiving can take its toll on a person.
Yeah.
And so we always really encourage self-care for the caregiver. And sometimes if a caregiver takes time off to, like, say, I don't know, go get a massage, take a walk, do something fun, take a rest, they feel guilty because they should be caregiving.
Right.
But they shouldn't
They
feel...
need it.
They need it, and they shouldn't feel guilty. And we always say self-care is not selfish. You need to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself properly, how can you care for somebody else, right?
Right.
So that's important. And it's also, it's okay to ask for help. The other thing is, if you know a caregiver, maybe give them some recognition. Tell them, that's fantastic. That must be a lot that you're doing. Is there any way I could help you or support you, even if it's maybe sometimes dropping a meal off or doing something like that. So, or hanging out for a while at their house with their loved one, whatever they're caring for.
Or just talking to them.
Just talking to them. Connecting, that connection helps too.
Right,
for
communication.
Sure. Yeah.
There's a group that you started in August, which is called Teen Advisory Group. What's it about?
That we are really excited about that initiative because we were thinking of, we can see that children's mental health issues are getting bigger, worse, more kids are struggling. And, we noticed the increase over the last number of years. And so we're trying to think about also the number of, there's been kind of an increase of, there has been an increase in teen suicides. And we're trying to think about how can we reach kids? How can we get them to listen to us and know the resources that are available and things like that? And so we thought we better talk to some kids. And it actually was an idea of a woman that works for me. She told me a situation that her son was involved in, and he struggled with the situation. And she said, we should probably have like a teen advisory group. And I go, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And so we asked every school district. So we currently have a representative from every school district in the county.
Wow.
And we also have, I think we have a couple others additional, because we also have two other, the teens also happen to serve on the Youth Advisory Council of the Community Foundation. So I think that's a nice bridge too between that group and our group. But anyways, so the one of the first things was, how can we tell you things that you will listen, or what do we need to do to be more effective? One of the things some of the kids said is, you adults tend to tell us, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't vape, don't have premarital sex, don't do all these things, don't drink, don't smoke cigarettes, don't drive too fast. Some of them, they know there's obvious consequences, but they don't really say why. Like, why shouldn't we do these things, and what are possible things that could happen as a result? And even people have said before, like, marijuana is legal now, but there are people who think marijuana is like a gateway drug that might you like that feeling, you might want to do something a little
Right.
a little bigger or better. Who knows? But anyways, the biggest thing is kids said you need to like say why, and so that's one thing. And talk to them like they understand what we're saying, not talk down to them. Talk to them.
Talk to them as an adult,
as an equal.
equal.
Yeah, no. And then another thing they said is we don't really go on Facebook. So they do
Right.
TikTok, they do Instagram, they do Snapchat. So we're working with them to come up with some ideas on how we can share resources through those other avenues. TikTok makes me a little nervous, but it's probably my age, right? So we're looking at all their ideas. But the other thing that they're doing is in their schools. One of the schools is letting the kids give like a mental health message. Like
Really?
we're doing a mental health minute every month.
Wonderful.
I was just doing those, and so now we're having teens, whoever want, take turns because we're not allowed to record like 15 mental health minutes every month. The radio
Right.
won't play quite that many for us, which is okay. But so a couple of them are recording, and so they're playing the teens and mine. We started that, I believe, in September. Or is that bullying awareness month? We had the teens, and those were shared with some of the schools, and some schools played them.
Good.
So that's good, and I think it's also good because these kids are these. I don't know, like when I was in school, we say the cool kids and whatever.
Yeah.
These are a lot of the cool kids. They're athletes. They're band. They're in band. They're musicians. They're smart. They're in the youth advisory council. They're kids that are active and they have friends and things like that, which is fine. Although some have even also admitted or talked about that they may have had some issues before, and so they're super interested in making sure other people know what's out there to help them. So we're super excited. We're getting them some shirts that say, the teen advisory group, and have some like Be Kind or Kindness Matters, something like. They picked them out. They're doing the design and all that stuff, and so we're going to give them that, and then they're excited to come here. And have you talk to them a little bit.
Love to do that.
And then also I'll probably take them on the Paul Miller radio show in the morning, and then I'll take them on Thumbpost TV.
Yeah,
and,
wonderful.
Try to have them do the circuit.
That's right. Let's do it. Coming up right after the first of the year, I think, is the Creative Arts Contest that you've been running for a long time.
Yeah, and we actually have already issued it. It's out there.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
We sent everything to all the school districts. And we have everything on our website. There's probably a thing on our Facebook too that would get you to the information about it. But this year our theme is Stronger Together, You Are Not Alone. And we have a bookmark contest. We have for the elementary kids. We have the poetry for the middle schoolers. And then of course we have our poster contest for the high school students. And so people, and sometimes kids, my own kids, when they were in school, I said, "Did you hear about that poster contest?" And
No.
Brenda's like, "Yeah, no, I didn't, Mom." But if you're not in art class, you might not hear about it.
Right.
So we're telling everybody, please spread the word. You just go online and you can download the instructions.
Right.
It's super easy. It has to be original art, like no computer generated, original artwork. And so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No AI help.
No, needs to be your work. And so, but anyways, the instructions are there, and you can be homeschooled. You can be in a private school. You can be anywhere. It doesn't matter. And you can enter the contest.
So I go to the St. Clair County Community Mental Health website. Is that what's the address for the?
It's SCCCMH.org. So St. Clair County Community Mental Health.org. So it's www. whatever. But if you hit SCCCMH.org, it's gonna pop up.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's in there. So
Okay. All right.
So anyways, so there's that.
Now you've got a couple things that are coming up new. St. Clair County Community Mental Health Meal Kit Drive. What is that all about?
Well, we started this initiative because the federal government with their shutdown,
Yes.
and then they cut the SNAP benefits, which is that's the name for what used to be called food stamps or food
Right.
assistance. And so we were very concerned because people
Yes.
rely heavily on that, so that need it. And so our staff actually came up with the idea, and a lot of our staff contributed, like a breakfast kit bag or a pasta dinner kit, or a soup kit, and everything here is non-perishable, and you can make or eat whatever we have here without having any perishable food items, other than if the peanut butter and jellies, you need some bread. So you can get that, but our work, somebody, it's the, I think it's Aunt Millie's Bakery,
Yeah.
that they give us the whatever bread.
Dale, yeah.
Yeah, Dale, whatever it is, and then we bring it to our place, and we're able to distribute some of that as well. So so that's just, if anybody in the community, one of my friends, I was talking to her about it, and she's like, I'll bring you a breakfast bag, and I go, all right. So I've had a lot of my friends do that.
This is, you're suggesting individuals come up with a breakfast kit, a pasta dinner kit, or a soup.
Well, this tells you exactly on our site. This is also on our Facebook.
And I do it as an individual.
You could make one of these, and you could drop it off at any of our addresses. See,
Yep.
drop-offs.
Yep. Okay.
So that's all on our Facebook and our website as well.
Okay.
And then the other thing we did before we knew the SNAP benefits were going to be reinstated, which they are now, and that's
Right.
fantastic. People still need assistance with
Yeah.
food. And so we ordered 3 food trucks. They're called pop-up pantries, but they're big food trucks full of you
Yep.
know, meat, produce, all those kinds of things, fruit. And so that will all be, so we're going to have one in Marine City. It's at the Harvest Event Center. And I'm like, where is that? I never heard of that. But you know what it is? It's the old Marine City KFC hall.
Oh,
is now-
yeah.
It was purchased, and it's the Harvest Event Center.
Right.
So, but I just couldn't picture that on King Road.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that's where that is, and that'll be on December 1st from
Just
2.
down the street from your new office.
Right. In our new office, we don't have quite a big enough parking area to accommodate all the people that'll be coming through, plus the food truck and everything. So that's why we're going to do it right over there. It's very, very close. 2:30 to 4, or until the supplies run out. And then it's going to be a drive-through. So people don't even have to get in line and stand in the cold. They might have to be parked, I don't know
Yeah.
how far out, but they'll drive through, and our hope is we'll have everything, boom, here you go, here you go, here you go, and
Yep.
you just keep going. We want to make it as easy as we can. And then Thursday, December 4th, we'll be doing it in K-PAC at our Downey Road office. And then Wednesday, December 10th, we'll be at our main 3111 Electric Avenue, Port Huron.
Okay.
So those are all happening. If somebody wants to volunteer to help at one of those events, they can give us a call.
Good.
We're still accepting volunteers. It takes a lot of people, about 40 people for each of those pop-up pantries.
Wow, and it's, well, it's only a couple hours.
Yeah, it's
3 or
like,
4 hours.
well,
but
you gotta
got to
come-
get up there earlier.
You got to come around 1:30 because
Yeah.
we start like organizing the stuff and making the bags so that we can just put them in the cars.
Be very helpful at Christmas time and before Christmas and the early part of December. So
Right.
that's great.
So that's why we're doing that. And I did forget to say something. When we were talking about caregivers,
Yes.
I always like to mention the Dementia Alzheimer Association of
Yes.
St. Clair County has a respite grant. It's super easy to apply for. You can go on the Dementia Alzheimer Association of St. Clair County Facebook page or the website. There's a link, or just like scroll till you find the post that says respite, and then you can click in it. And honestly, it takes just a couple of minutes. And then we can give grants of up to $1,500
Wow.
for a family until the money runs out. So
And what is the 1,500 for?
it's to buy respite services. So you could say, I would like my person to go for a half a day to the Star Path Day program,
Okay.
which is a part of Council on Aging, or there's one through the Life Skills program in Port Huron. Either of those are like, they would get picked up and brought there for a half a day,
And this
a
grant
whole
would help.
day. It would pay for it. It's like, I want to say it's around $65, $70 for the full day, and it's about half of that for half the day.
Damn.
But also, you might say, no, I don't think my person would like to do that. I think they'd be better off if someone could come here and hang out for a few hours while I go grocery shopping.
Right.
That can happen too.
Okay.
And there's multiple agencies in our community that
Wonderful.
provide that
Okay.
service, and we'll connect them.
All right. Speaking about connecting, you've got a new series of numbers, and if the guys in the control room, here we go. We can help, and let's go through these new numbers and old numbers.
So the number that's not new is our mobile crisis unit, and we're available 24/7, and that's 810-966-2575.
And 24 hours, phone in or in-person crisis support, stabilization for mental health emergencies, free service for any adult or child living in St. Clair County. Okay, great.
Right, and it's because sometimes people think they have to be, like, that you're already getting services from us, and you're in no. Like, if you needed to call us, you've never been in.
Right.
If you were, I couldn't say so anyways, right? HIPAA.
Right.
But anyways, anybody in this county, if you're struggling, or maybe you think someone else is struggling and you're not sure,
Right.
like if they're in crisis and you want to call and talk to them, you can call. It's going to be a human being. You can say, hey, here's the situation, not sure what to do, because it's your friend, your neighbor, your whoever. So you can do that too, and they're a
Okay.
great resource. And then the access line, we are now doing direct access, and it's 810-488-8888.
Great number.
And you know how I learned to say it like that?
So what happens on that line?
On that line, you'll call when you're not in crisis. If you're in crisis and you call that line, you can still, if it's Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, and you're in crisis, they'll deal with that right away. You could also walk in during those hours if you're in crisis at our main location in Port Huron. But if you call the number after hours, it gives you options like if you're in crisis, hit this number. You're going to go right over to our mobile crisis unit. If you're not, please call back tomorrow and set up an appointment.
Okay.
And so you'll do that. So anybody who wants to access our services, mental health services for mental illness, substance use, developmental disabilities, etc., can call that new number.
Okay. We can help. That's what it says, and that's what it means.
And that's what we try our very hardest. Last year we helped over 7,000 people, closer to like 7,300, I think.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So yeah.
All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving and welcome to Christmas and all that kind of stuff.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
And we're always pleasure to see you. And is that about it? Did we cover everything?
I think we did. I think we did it all. Thank you.
Beautiful lady, as I said at the beginning of the show, Miss Deborah Johnson, Executive Director of the St. Clair County Community Mental Health. You got the numbers, you got the information, give them a call. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.